Happy holidays, everyone! Jay Wellington Robofeather and the Colonel here to deliver our year in review and exchange gifts and announce some news.
Wait, what exchanging gifts?
Yes! We are exchanging gifts, I told you this weeks ago!
No, I remember, of course, yes, I have it wrapped, it's ready, don't worry, it just slipped my mind, I promise.
Oh, well then great then.
Yeah. So, shall we begin with our top five games of this year?
Yes, capital idea, although it must be noted that these games will be in no particular order, as doing so would be like comparing apples and oranges, and Aristogamer.net is not prejudiced against fruit.
Except for the kiwi.
What? This process is not scientific at all, and it should be noted that what follows are the opinions of just two game reviewers. Two dashing, reliable, and bloody intelligent game reviewers. Up first is the lovely Portal 2. I shall start the list off with Valve's latest offering, Portal 2. The game offered new gameplay mechanics and increased the length of the original and was overall an incredibly good game.
Very much so, and the multiplayer experience was one of my favorites of the entire year. It was interesting and quite unique.
Yes, indeed, and the script writing was still there. The entire feel of Portal was left intact. Portal 2 was like Portal, but better. It didn't feel like a rehashed sequel like most of the games this year. It simply belongs in the top 5 games of this year. Elder Scrolls V Skyrim.
Elder Scrolls V Skyrim, what can I say really? It's one of the most prolific entries in this series that I could ever have imagined. It's improved on the near perfect Elder Scrolls IV Oblivion, and no one could really see that coming. I mean, not just in the overhaul on the leveling system, or the improved combat, or the depth of dungeons, but in the overall feel of the game.
Yes, and that's the beauty of the game, is that the ending of it comes just exactly as quickly as you want it to. You can spend 300 hours pursuing almost meaningless quest lines just because you want to get cool stuff, or you can power through the story in 30 hours and be done with it. It's a marvel. It's every experience you've wanted in a game you can get in Skyrim.
It's way much more than that too, Jay. I mean, if you're any kind of lover of adventure auto games, then you'll definitely need to play this.
You're clever. Bastion. This game took me by surprise and would have flown completely under my radar had I not seen a gameplay video of it. Bastion is a perfect example of a game with simple mechanics and really standard gameplay, but it has over-the-top art and music and story and narration, and everything else about this game is fantastic. And that really sets it apart from everything else in its class. The addition of the narrator was a bit polarizing. It sort of sways people's opinions away from the game strictly because they don't want to deal with a narrator. But it's a fantastic game, and I believe it deserves a look.
I never really played the game, but Jay continues to pester me with YouTube links of the gameplay and soundtrack, and I can tell you, if you're a fan of Firefly music, you'll enjoy this game.
Yeah, and I mean, it's $5, I think, on Steam. Maybe 10. It's worth 20! Go buy it!
You have no excuse. I have none.
Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword.
It's a bloody Zelda game! I mean, you got weird motion controls, fantastic, and you can't even imagine the art and dungeon gameplay, and the puzzles are fantastic, and the item menus, and the puzzles are so fantastic! You can't even
Catherine. This is another surprise sleeper hit. Erotic puzzle solver games will rarely be found on my bookshelf. However, this game combines two incredibly great concepts. It's a story of a man's unfaithfulness and his inner turmoil dealing with that. And on the other hand, it's a puzzler that's rapid fire and makes your palms sweat with nerves and you can't even think fast enough until you get to the goal. And it is an incredible game.
Oh God, yes, quite right. Even though I wasn't playing with Jay at the time, I was just watching him play, and after maybe 2 bottles of wine and a grand slam from Denny's, my own palms were getting sweaty from the intense viewing of this gameplay.
And later, vomit was on my pillow.
I apologized for that! I lay my head there every night! What do you want me to do? Go back in time and invent unvomiting? Yes! That's exactly what I want! Why can't you do that? Why can't you do anything for me? I swear to God. Well, those are the list of our games for this year. We would have made mention in this month's video on Assassin's Creed Revelations or Batman Arkham City, but considering the originality is lacking from their previous titles, felt it wasn't necessary this time.
Yes, and I would have mentioned Sonic Generations as I love the game, but I cannot really tell if I love the game because it's a great game or because it's comparatively good when you compare it to the rest of the Sonic titles, which are all awful.
Quite. Until next month, this has been Jay.
Hey, we're exchanging gifts, aren't we?
Right, yes,
Right.
yes, we are. Yes.
Yes.
All right. Well, you can go first then.
Okay.
Yes.
Well, I picked your gift up from a vagrant, and he said that it may or may not be possessed. So,
Wonderful.
You may or may not need to be carrying around holy water with you at all times, but
Always a good lead-in.
it is a lovely watch. Has a train on it.
Oh, Jay, that's quite lovely. Thank you.
It symbolizes progress in the industrial age. And possession.
It's not working. That's some great progress. Thank you, Jay, very much. And well, here's your gift. Hello, Interneters! I have a proposition for you. We at Aristogamer are looking to expand its staff and include some more reviewers, however slots are limited. So, if you think you have what it takes to become a reviewer for Aristogamer, please submit an example review at aristogamer@gmail.com. That is, aristogamer@gmail.com. We look forward to hearing from you.
Thank you! Thank you so much!
There. You're welcome. You really need to stop now. You're embarrassing me. No, seriously, please. You need to stop. You're embarrassing me.